When it comes to homeschool, the only regret I have is the fact that I waited. And I say I because my husband was truly advocating. He had been talking about it for months, probably for a couple of years actually, that we should homeschool our kids. We should homeschool our kids. But I didn't want to do it because I didn't have a plan. I didn't know how we were going to do it. And honestly, I honestly just didn't know if I was capable. I was like, okay, what does that look like? And so when we finally took them out, it was like, wow, God, I should have been did that, because it was definitely, it gave us so much more flexibility in our travels, because we are a family that loves to travel. And now we don't have to worry about a school schedule and when they got to be here and when they got to be there. They can literally bring their computers with them wherever we went, whether we were on a cruise, whether we were in another city, another state, whatever, and they can still get their work done. So I just regret that I waited. I will say this: take advantage of your resources. Take advantage of the resources that are available to you. For me, what I initially did when we did make that decision, I jumped online. I jumped on social media. I jumped on Facebook. I was like, all right, let me connect with some local homeschool groups. And then I connected with other larger homeschool platforms. Maybe they can teach me something that I don't know. I started reading the posts and going through that. I started finding very specific groups for them to be a part of. Dance group, mentorship groups, just different groups that they can be. My oldest loved theater, for her to do theater and get, vocal lessons, and just started looking for things to really keep them active. And my kids are now way more socialized than they ever were when they were in school. That's for number one. But I've been able to be very intentional about the spaces that I put them in. So I'm grateful for that opportunity. Another thing, Step Up Scholarship. That was something that was presented to us, and it kept coming back to me. It was introduced. I was like, nah, what we do, it works. And just for reference, we do Orange County Virtual, we do FLVS, but we do Flex. I did not want to put them in a situation where they were full-time, where they had to do all the testing, and it was just a lot going on with that. So we didn't do full-time, we do Flex. But it works. And so I was like, I don't know about this Step Up Scholarship, because I'm not trying to mess it up. You know what I mean? I know I wasn't fully knowledgeable about the program, but it kept coming back to me. So it was like every homeschool mom I spoke with, they kept telling me, you can do Step Up, you can do Step Up. And finally I was like, okay, God, you keep sending me this, so let me go ahead and look into it. And I do know that there are like different opportunities with Step Up. They have the private school, and they have the Unique Abilities, and then they have the PEP, which is the one we got. I could have done Unique Abilities. I'm just being honest. I was lazy. I did not want to go through that process with all the extra paperwork that comes with that. So we did the PEP scholarship, and I'm so glad that we did, because ultimately what it boils down to is your child being in the school. It's so many dollars that are allocated to that child. Now, instead of your child getting it, or instead of the school getting it, you get that for your home. And so that's made a world of difference, even for us financially. Like, it has truly blessed us financially, just to be able to, the stuff that we were paying for, now the scholarship pays for it. So that blessed us. So yeah, look into Step Up Scholarship. If you haven't already, that's a great resource for you. The scholarship applications are actually now open, and I believe they're open for a month. I don't know. I think they open February 1st to March 1st. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. Go to their website and look and see for yourself. But if you're thinking about even taking your kid out for the next school year, now is the time to apply, because you won't get those funds until next year anyway. So I would say definitely do that. But yeah, connect with resources that are local to you. There are so many homeschool groups. And my biggest concern was, in my area, there are a lot of younger groups. My kids are teenagers now. When we first pulled them out, they were still in middle school, but even still, a lot of the homeschool groups that I found were like for kindergarten. The kids would be like much younger. So what I did was I started creating those spaces. I started putting, out there, hey, we're going to be at the library. If you have teenagers or older kids, come and join us. And so I created the space, and that's how they met other people that were their age that, were homeschooled as well. Just being very intentional about the opportunities that we put them in. And so if you're thinking about it, I highly encourage you, go for it. Pray, ask God for strategy. He will give you strategy. He will give you connections. Get connected to the right people that can help you. But absolutely, if you're considering it, do it. homeschool your children. And I'm here. If you have any more questions, clearly, like, this is a God thing because of the number of people that have messaged me, direct message me, text messages, phone calls. Like, I'm like, okay, God, you wanted me to share this for a reason. So if you have any more questions, concerns, feedback, put them in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's help each other so that we can do what's right for our kids. All right. Love y'all. Have a great day.